Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcia and I'm the Black Thumb Gardener and I garden in Ontario, Canada, USDA Zone 5B, and today we're planting celery in the garden. Celery is one of those crops that really takes its time. We started these seeds on week 13 of my seed starting timeline back in February. Now, germination itself can take up to 3 weeks, and once those tiny seedlings emerge, they grow slowly at first. By giving them this early start indoors, we're setting them up to be strong and established by the time they move outdoors. Now by April, the seedlings have outgrown their starter tray, so potting up is a crucial step because celery needs plenty of room for root development. If the roots become cramped, the plants can become stunted, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you pot up early and when you don't. We definitely want vigorous, healthy celery by the time we move them to the garden. By May, it's finally time to plant them outside. Timing is key for celery because it loves cool weather, but it cannot handle frost. I wait until nighttime temperatures stay consistently above freezing. A bit of early planting can risk frost damage, but waiting too long might leave them stressed in summer heat. Now, companion planting is one of my favorite gardening strategies. Celery pairs really well with a few crops I already have in the garden. I planted my celery alongside garlic, onions, brassicas, carrots, and lettuce. These companions not only make efficient use of space, but also help repel pests and create a healthier growing environment. Now, for example, the strong scent of garlic and onions can deter pests that might otherwise munch on the celery. Now, aside from what I've already mentioned as companion plants, celery is also a companion plant with beans and peas. It's also a companion plant with tomatoes. The tomatoes can provide some shade, which really helps to keep the celery from bolting in hot weather. And that's a strategy that I use in my small garden. I always try to plant celery near tomatoes exactly for that reason. And it's also a great companion plant with dill because the dill can attract beneficial insects like ladybugs and predatory wasps, and they prey on pests that might attack celery. This year, I'm growing two varieties of celery. The first is Tall Utah, and the second is Tango. Now, Tall Utah is a classic heirloom, and it's very tall. It has very crisp stalks, and it has very rich flavor. Now, this one is highly resistant to bolting, and it does thrive in cooler weather, but it's great to start early in spring, and it will grow throughout the season. Now, I grew both Tall Utah and Tango celery last year. Both are heat resistant, and I grew celery throughout the entire season. One plant lasted from May in the garden straight through to fall. So definitely two varieties that you may want to try if your celery keeps bolting on you. Now let's talk about harvesting. Celery is ready to harvest when the stalks are about 12 to 18 inches tall and feel firm to the touch, kind of like the celery that you buy in the grocery store. Now for varieties like Tall Utah and Tango, you can either do a full harvest or a cut and come again method. Now me personally, I prefer the cut and come again method. I don't use a celery stalk in full at one time. So I just like to pick what I need for the day and then let it continue to grow throughout the season. Now for a full harvest, simply cut the entire plant at the base. And for the cut and come again method, you just snip the outer stalks and leave their inner ones to continue growing. This way you get a continuous supply of fresh celery throughout the season. Now, the best time to harvest celery is in the morning when the stalks are crisp and full of moisture. As we near the end of the video, I hope you found these tips helpful, whether it's starting celery from seed, how to pot it up, moving it to the garden, or even harvesting it. Let me know in the comments how your celery is doing this year and what you're planting it with. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more gardening updates. It does help this channel. Happy gardening, everyone, and see you next time.